Recording. Okay, yay! All right, so we are live now. We're only like an hour late, but it's all good. So I wanted to kind of just throw out my top like ahas or like useful information that I learned from the 5-day bootcamp, Instagram Now. If you guys haven't had a chance to go through all 5 days, then I will go ahead and just share with you what I took away, and then at any time you can always, you know, little by little, listen to their videos and all that stuff. But the first day they talked about really was all the different apps. And I have completely changed my Instagram feed. And if you look at it, it is 100% different. And it looks so much better. Like I never thought about like how crazy, like unorganized and a hot mess the pictures were. I don't know if you can see this, right? But this was before, right? Which is, yeah, okay, as coaches, we kind of get it. We're like, oh, okay, that's like an app. That's like an after workout sweat, you know, sweaty selfie. Oh, here's a transformation. You know, here's her transformation so far. Like, oh, here's like a daily mantra, a quote. Like, we get it, but it's a lot of jumble, right? A lot of jumbles versus now, this is where I'm at.
Yep.
Right? So I have a checkerboard. And it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do. Before, I was doing 2 posts of like a different kind of different pictures and then a quote. And I didn't like it because then it sometimes looked like this. And I was like, well, crap. That's a little lopsided. I didn't like that, you know, because it constantly was changing. Sometimes all of the black was in the middle, which was kind of cool, and other times it wasn't. So I've gone ahead, and in my mind, it actually makes it much simpler and easier, and I end up having to post less. Like today, so far, I've really only posted 3 posts, but I've also posted 3 memes, right? So what I do, as soon as I do a post, I immediately do a meme right afterwards. So there's 2 pumping out there. And that's okay because they're not the same type, so they're not competing. And one might help scroll stop for them to read the other, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, if they stop at one of the memes, then they might be more likely to keep going and read that next post, or vice versa. And what else was I going to say about this?
How do you get that to show up?
Okay, so when you go on your Instagram newsfeed, you touch like this little person, like the head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then you can see what it looks like.
Oh, I guess mine sucks.
It doesn't suck. That's just where we're gonna improve on it. Oh, Annette.
Oh, we're recording. Shit,
Stop. It's all good.
But look, from before it was all pick, post, play. So I'm getting a little bit.
You are. So let's talk a little bit about apps, right? So now these are the apps that I only use, and I swear by them now.
Okay, hang on. Let me get a pen.
Okay.
Oh, I was.
These 3 new ones that they told me about, I don't really know yet. It's kind of, it's going to take me a while, so I'm not going to tell you about them because I don't even know how to explain how to use them, so I'm not telling you.
Well, don't.
Now I'm curious.
Well, I'll tell you afterwards, but really the first one that I use now is I don't even use pick, play, post to make collages. I use layout. And I'm using layout because it automatically is configured to Instagram. And so that's what I'm doing now, is I'm going directly to Instagram first and posting my post that way. And so of course, when you do your post, then you can automatically have it post to your fit page, right? So I'm doing that. Then
Layout.
Okay, I'll slow down. Layout.
No, I got my paper and pen now.
Okay, so layout is only for collages. That's what I'm doing it with. But you can do layout collages like video collages too, like pick, play, post. It's not just pictures. just, I like to use it, and it's better to use it because it's already resized for Instagram. So you're not going to have to worry about your pictures or your video getting cut off because of Instagram. So that's the one app that I really like to use. And I like to use that also because there are no borders. I don't have to worry about that crap. It's literally, it's just clean.
Okay.
It's much cleaner looking.
Yes.
Much cleaner looking.
Then the other one that I like to use, and I kind of already told you guys about this, was Snapseed. And I got this one from Melanie Mitro. I like using Snapseed. It's very easy. Christina talks about, like, you know, your recipes. So when you go onto Snapseed and you pick up a picture, you have different options. Just like Instagram, you can scroll the different filters. I don't usually use that. I will go into this one, it's on the bottom in the middle, it says tools. And in there, I use two things. I use one called Portrait, and I use one called Glamour Glow. Portrait gives you like a bunch of options, and if you notice, like, my pictures look like I have perfectly smooth skin, no wrinkles, you don't see my freckles, nothing, right? So that's how I did that.
Is that
Portrait and what?
And Glamour Glow.
Is that instead of, are you using Snapseed instead of PicTap Go or whatever it is?
Yes, because PicTap Go I had to pay for.
Yes. And I did
So,
pay. And I don't like it.
Okay, see, and I was like, well, I already got Snapseed, so I'm perfectly happy with Snapseed. And it does remember your recipe, as they want to say. So yeah, if you click Portrait, you have a ton of options. If you want a spotlight, if you want to be super smooth, if you want, like, sometimes they even have one where the eyes kind of has like a little twinkle. So stupid. They have 3 different combos, so they've combined the spotlight, the smooth, and the twinkle in the eye. So you kind of just have to pick which one you like, and then from there, that's your recipe, and that's what you do every single time you do in your face, right? So then on Instagram, it looks like it's the same filter. It's maybe it looks like you've done your makeup the same every single time. It's just consistent. And so
That's exactly what I was looking for.
Huh?
That's exactly what I was looking for.
Oh,
And I cannot make it do that on PicTap Go.
No? Okay, well, you can here. So those are the 2 that I use. It's Portrait and Glamour Glow. So why I like using Portrait is obviously it's smooth, but Glamour Glow is another one where it kind of, you can choose different ones where it's either it's lightening you in the background, or it's also kind of like, think of it kind of like contouring. So it's lightening and a little bit of
cool
shaping. So you have different options in that too. You've got to think about 3 or 4 different ways you can do it. And it saves it. So when you pick your picture, I don't know if you can see it. When you pick your picture, see how it has like this scroll about, just like Instagram. This first one is called Last Edits. So that's your recipe that you did the time before. So you can always just click that, and it'll change it. And if you like it, then you click the check box that's down here. If you don't like it, you click the X box.
Okay.
You know, I just liked it because it was like super easy, and I could literally just click. Oh, I don't like this. No, go back. Oh, how about what does this do? Oh, what does that do? I did this one picture, and I'll share with you guys in the team page later. I'm wearing this white shirt, and I had it lifted up to show my abs. But I had clicked this one tool called Accentuate. It accentuates whatever curves it sees.
Uh-oh.
Holy cow, I showed Erin, I was like, my boobs look huge in this one. And I described it, I'm like, and they look like nothing here. I was like, wow, okay, we're not using Accentuate. Maybe on my butt, I'll do that. But it was so weird. I'm like, how the heck? Like, that's just a little too weird and a little too crazy. But if you want your boobs to look bigger, there you go.
Well, I could use that.
So there's Snapseed. That's another app that I love. What else? Word Swag. You guys know I love Word Swag.
I got that one too.
What's really cool about word swag, if you haven't noticed, is if you don't have any idea what you want to say, say you pick a picture. I'm just going to pick one right now so I can actually do this.
Holy crap.
You can pick a picture, you double tap when you want to type it, and here it says custom, right?
Yeah.
Say I want one that says stay hungry. It literally just popped in, like they created and they gave you like a sample quote to use. So if you can't think of anything, if you don't have it.
What is that?
This is word swag.
Oh yeah, I have that.
So word swag, all on the side. You don't have to use just what you're thinking of. They have different categories. Good morning, be mindful, cheese, please, or really cheesy ones like rub me on your butt, which is dumb. I just clicked on that, was horrible. But you can keep clicking, and you can find one that you like be mindful. Your mind will always believe everything you tell it, feed it faith, feed it truth, and feed it with love. So that's kind of a cool one, and I didn't have to think of it. But I could sound like, oh, she's got some really good stuff. So that's how you can use word swag as well. It doesn't have to be just your created quotes or creating an image for a call to action or whatever. If you want to have like a meme on there or a quote on there, they've got a whole database of that as well that you can use. Pick, play, post, I still use. And how I still use it is just because it's the fastest for me to do. I don't know if you saw in my stories today, but I recorded my entire workout today. And in stories, I did about I used pick, play, post, and I saved 15 seconds of different moves. And I used pick, play, post for that because I know I can do that. And then I put it up on my stories feed. I made a post, an after workout post, talking about today was day 30, that if you want to see the moves, check out my story. So I directed them to that. That's something new that I learned to do. That some people, have no idea what the hell Facebook stories are or Instagram stories are. They're on it, but they don't really know. So kind of doing like what Julie has said, we're kind of dumbing it down and we're telling people what to do. Go to my stories. That's where I was able to just flood it with like 4 videos. And not have to worry about it, right? Versus I don't want to flood it on my feed of having 4 different videos. What else did I use? I don't even think I use PhotoFi anymore, honestly. I could get rid of that. So the other ones that I'm learning to use are called Splice, Hype Type, and VSCO. VSCO, you have to pay a yearly thing, which is not much. I think it was like 19 bucks or something like that. But, I'm happy with just what I've got now, is making sure that my pictures all look the same with using the same recipe from Snapseed, using word swag, and transitioning completely over to layout for all my collages. Oh, geez. And my screen went black. So I can't see you guys now.
Oh, we can see you.
I know, my computer is being super wonky in that.
I'm going to stuff my face really quick.
It's all good. I can't see. Okay. Well, yeah, my computer screen, I have to put it all the way in the lowest bright setting. If not, after like an hour, it shuts off. But it still works. It's just the screen part shuts off. I just need a new computer screen. I've been working with a ghetto computer for like 2 years.
You need a new screen or you need a new video card?
Well, since it's a Mac.
Oh, there you go.
It's a whole unit.
Yep. Love Apple. Not. Oh, sorry.
I love my Apple because I literally have like my notes can go interchange back and forth. But yeah, when something is wrong, it's all one unit. Same with like my screen is cracked. I can't just replace the screen. I have to replace the LCD because Apple has made it one unit. Thank you, Apple. Okay, so that's pretty much how I'm changing the way my Instagram and my newsfeed looks, or using those. And then,
I have a question before you move on to something else.
Okay.
Where are you finding? I tried going in and archiving in Instagram so that I could pull up and use quotes and stuff. Because the way I've been doing it is I go back into Safari and I save them on my camera roll, and then I go back and I use them and stick them in that way. But for the uniformity like yours that are black and white like that, where are you finding those?
I'm finding them. It's a site called Rebel Circus.
Oh, you've talked about that before.
Yes, I love Rebel Circus. I mean, they've got clothing, but then they also have a ton of quotes, and so that's exactly where I'm pulling mine off of. Is Rebel Circus.
Are they already black and white like that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, and I literally they have Rebel Circus as text underneath. So I have actually saved hundreds of them in my notes. I'm telling you, I'm addicted to notes. Everything is in my notes. And I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know. Tell me, do I need to go up or down?
That's good.
Okay. So you see how it says Rebel Circus here?
Mm-hmm.
In your notes, there is a little marker icon up here. And so I click it and
erase.
Well, I'm not erasing it. I'm actually drawing right over it.
Oh, drawing over it.
And then I click done, and then it's saved that way.
Nice.
So if there are any ones that I want, I guess I have so many. It's just ridiculous. But that's what I did. I took the time, I saved them on my computer, and I dragged them into notes. But if I did it on the computer or on the phone, it'd be way faster. I could literally just save it to my notes. And that's how I've done it, because right from notes, you can post to Instagram and you can post to Facebook. And so that's kind of just how I've made it easier, where I literally spent, what was it, last Friday, I spent an hour and a half on Rebel Circus's Facebook page, saving memes that I were like, yes, I like that. Yes, I like that. There were some where I'm like, no, I can't do that. Like, that's just going to piss somebody off really bad. But I agree with it, but I can't do that. But then there are a couple ones that I saved, and I'm like, God, I wish I could do this, but I'm just not sure. Which I'm trying to find one, that I'm holding off on, but where is it? Shoot. Like this one, I have to wait. I'm waiting a while till people kind of get my sense of humor through these memes, to be able to say, like, my signature move is to bottle up my feelings over time, then combust over some small issue and get accused of being a psycho. I kind of need to wait, I think, a little bit for that, or maybe a little bit longer till I don't know. Or tag someone you want to thank for tolerating you. I like this one. I identify with Tinkerbell a lot because she needs attention or she dies. And that's pretty much
That's good.
I wish retail therapy was covered by my health insurance.
Oh, amen.
Right? But there's just a ton of things. Like this one, I'm not sure. I still haven't decided. But you ever get stuck talking to someone who won't, and STFU, is shut the fuck up, and start thinking about all the time you're alone and how you took it for granted. I want to post it, but I'm like, I don't know. Gosh, this one is totally me. Like, I will definitely do this one day. Is that, don't tell me to calm down or get over it. I was just about to, but you just extended my saltiness for 30 minutes. Because that happens all the time. Like, my ex used to always say, calm down, relax. And I would just
like, don't tell me. Yes. I know, it just fires it all up again, right?
Yeah. Or if you keep asking, like, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, yes, I'm okay. Are you okay? Well, no, I'm not okay. Because you asked me so many times. And that's just, or this. Sometimes I have to tell myself it's just not worth the jail time. I actually put that in here twice. I must have liked it so much. Life is not a fairy tale. If you lose your shoe at midnight, you're drunk. This one I totally like, and I had to read it twice because I didn't get it at first. I was like, boys be like, I prefer less makeup. Okay, wear less makeup. What does that have to do with me? So there's some funny things, and I'm sure it's easy. Like if you just Google too, and find a certain. There's always groups, whether you want it to be. I'm sure like some people that want more faith-based, and so I know like Lisa Bevere and have a like Huntington. No, I can't remember her last name, but they always have their quotes and their memes, and it's always the same format. So, you can always grab from that, if you would rather do something like that, or if you like Rebel Circus, like however you want. It really doesn't matter. But then you could also just start to use word swag, and word swag has its own database. So you can even then make sure that, yeah, you're doing the same thing every single time. And
except that's putting it in and putting it on a background and then typing it in, right?
Well, you can pick a background and then you don't have to type it in. Why can't I double tap? Like that's where on this side is already the pre-made ones.
Yeah. But if you have a quote, like I had a quote that I used today, but I put it on a picture.
Okay, yeah.
But I had to type it in.
Right. Oh my gosh. So like this one was one that I didn't even do it. I just picked one that they had. So you could always choose the same background, choose the same style, and either you type it or you could use word swag, So that could be something where if you don't have time to go search for one and you don't want it to be like black and white like I do, like I was perfectly fine with black and white. I figured everyone needs to kind of start to figure out who my real personality is. Like I've got to do another post. I went shopping for like an outfit for tomorrow, and it's like totally the opposite, the two options, right? So I got this dress. Can you see it?
Kind of. Down. Yeah. Oh, cute.
Right? But then I got this top and I have pants.
Pull it down again. Well, that's cute too.
So I'm totally opposite. I can be really pretty and glittery, or we go all black. And that's kind of how my closet looks like in the middle workout clothes. But that's really how it goes. I go super girly to then black. Like, I don't know. But I'm sure people wouldn't realize that because they don't really get to see me in normal clothes anyways. So that's going to have to be a poster side by side. Be like, yes, this is the same girl, and this is the same kind of this would be for the same event, and I don't know which one to wear.
So I have another question.
Yes.
Because I need to go back. I didn't finish the training. I need to go back and do it. I want to go back and redo what I've already done and watch it again and take more notes and then finish. But
okay.
But my concern was, you wouldn't know it by my life and my jeans and my t-shirts, but I want to stand out. And everybody's doing black and white and it's like, okay, well, are we all going to look the same again? I mean, is that kind of like, and so I'm trying to think about how to do it where I'm not black and white, even though I love the effect of that. It looks so cool with the picture and then the black and white and then the picture it does. It looks neat and and I get it. And that makes you look. But
I think if you want to stand out, then stand out. And then find either a background that you love, maybe your favorite color, whatever it is, and then just stick with it. But even when you do that, it doesn't mean that you can't have like every fourth or fifth picture be a black and white one. You know what I mean? Like it's literally, there's no right or wrong like formula or pattern. It just needs to be a consistent pattern. So say you do kind of do like what I do, a picture and then a quote, a picture and a quote. And then maybe every fifth or sixth one, you throw in it, you know, it's black and white or white and black, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's totally fine too. I know some people, they've done like some of them, like a couple of the other coaches are like super girly. So they ended up doing ones with like pink backgrounds and pink font and cursive and swirlies and stuff like that, which is great. I'm not going to say it's not good. It is great. It fits who they are and their right. That's not me. If I really wanted to take the time, I would be doing something with yellow, a yellow background, because that's my favorite color. But I chose not to because I know how bright and obnoxious, which is why I love yellow, but how it comes off on the screen is not appealing.
Yeah, I like yellow too.
So that's why, I mean, I love it, but I knew that that's just going to be a real, you know, just a real sore eye kind of to look at every single time you're scrolling and to see something. And I don't want it to be yellow and black because it looks like a damn bumblebee. So.
And the idea is to go from looking like
all over the place, like you just like threw up your post and landed however.
Right. To go from looking like everybody else who's posting their family pictures and stuff to looking professional.
Yes.
Like, this is different. Woohoo! We're different. Yeah. This is something different than just look at my vacation pictures.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Or at least break it apart so then the one important one actually stands out. It doesn't just get muddled through all the chaos of all the other pictures, where then it has no meaning and there's no value to it. That's really the biggest thing, and that was the next day that they talked about, was making everything valuable. But it's working together with now your images becoming professional and looking really awesome and sexy looking, to then having your content and what you're talking about together. And then that's where they talked about, you know, the call to actions and how the call to actions really should be Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. So that's just kind of how, like, you know, we're spacing it apart. And that's what I also talked to you guys about before was, you know, you are going to introduce your newest group or whatever it is on a Sunday. Then you're going to have your second to last call on a Tuesday, and then you'll have your last call on Thursday. If that makes sense. And you're using the same image for those 3 posts, because that's how it's going to bring everybody to recall, like, oh, I did remember, I did see that on Sunday. Or maybe some people never even saw it on Sunday. So it's going to be their first time, and that's okay. But again, we know that repetition, and the more times people see it or the more times people hear the same message from us, that's when it finally starts to sink in. It's not like one amazing post and they're like, I am ready, here's my money, let's go. I wish. I so wish they would do that. What else? Do you guys have any questions on that?
No.
Okay. So then Instagram stories. I still have to watch this one video. It is, it's with Jatana Jackson. She's like amazing at Instagram stories, and she's actually done 2 videos. So there's one video that she did with Kim Carver, was leading him from corporate, and then there's another one that she did off of the Team Beachbody Champions page. So I'm gonna watch both of them, and then I'll let you guys know which one I think you guys should really watch.
Okay.
But Jatana Jackson is amazing with Instagram stories. Just, if you haven't friended her or following her, you should. She is a hater. She's like the cutest blonde. Hate her. But she's not like the stuck-up blonde, right? She's like this, I don't know. She's always looks amazing even after working out, but she's got this great energy, but she has a really good humor too, you know? So it's not, I probably should pause, but I can't pause because of the screen. So it's not like, if you guys don't know who Bombshell Dynasty is, you might want to look that one up.
Oh, I've heard of them. I haven't looked at them.
They all look the same. Oh my God. Yeah.
And at Summit, they all look the same too. And they all dress the same.
You mean it's a Stepford team?
It almost looks like it, yes. Yeah. No more comment on that. But Instagram stories, the way that I'm using it now is, I gotta go to it really quick. It's like all the moments that I would go live or that I used to Snapchat is on stories. So if I'm having like a really off day with working out and I kind of just want to like my little like video journal diary entry, that goes on stories. If I kind of just want to check in and like show like my progress, that can go on my stories. I do that just so that like on my feed, it doesn't look like the same picture, like sideways picture every single day, right? Stupid shit happens like Annette, that like the post that you did about the girl who peed her pants, you know, that could have gone on stories, okay?
That was,
Oh, that was hilarious. I didn't think anyone should get upset about it.
Yeah.
But that can go on.
You know what?
Where
Okay.
you know, it could literally have been a picture and just really quick, like, what has the world come to? And question mark, posted.
Okay.
We're going to be there for 24 hours, and if they don't like it, they don't like it. But they had to actually have actively seen it, like taken the time to go see it. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And then any of their comments, only you see the comments on the stories. Nobody else.
Oh, nobody else does?
No.
Okay.
So that's another thing too. What else? Like food, so it's like checking it. It's literally like everything that like little like snapshots. So it could be like your meal. You could take a picture of every single meal you have throughout the day. You could take a picture of, I don't know, I mean, anything and everything. Whatever it is, I used to go live. Like Julie is amazing at it. She will even quickly do ones, you know, like inviting to coaching, talking about the coach life. What else? I'm trying to think, like if you're at the grocery store, if you find like really good, you know, like sale items, boom, take a picture or a quick little 15-second video. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what's nice is that you can have all these really awesome moments happening and you don't have to have this like amazing, well thought, brilliant, you know, and perfectly worded post. It can literally just be a picture and be like, oh my gosh, awesome finds at Sprouts. Hashtag food shopping. Post stories. And you can always save that picture as well. So that if you want to reuse it again, you can reuse it again for another aha brilliant post like a week later. Does that make sense? Because no one's going to see that picture after 24 hours. It doesn't exist. So if people didn't see it on stories, it's okay to reuse it in a week. Recycle. Help yourself out. You know, like, what else? How else do I do this? I mean, honestly, that's it so far. At least for me. I love watching what you guys are doing now. I just know that all of us as a team, we could do so much more. And so I think watching Jatana talk about how she utilizes Instagram stories, because she's probably one of the best ones at it, will just up our game and really just elevate our business and just our confidence in using social media to its maximum. Oh, only really thing I have is two things. tomorrow is Shakeology's birthday. Shakeology's turning
9?
9.
Yeah, 9. So last year in the single digits. And we honestly, we treat Shakeology like a damn person when we talk about celebrating birthday. Think of a really awesome way to post and to talk about it. The second thing is we talked about, Kim kind of talked about pockets of time as like the new terminology versus power hour. And I have to say, that's kind of how I've been doing my power hour lately. Because after talking with Nicole last week and hearing how her schedule and everything, I felt a lot like what she was going through, and that I don't have that ability and the time to just sit and, you know, do an hour of personal development or an hour of messaging or this or that, you know. I literally have pockets of time. And I kind of just have to take advantage when I can. So what I'm doing is in the morning, I get my stuff done. I don't even scroll through yet. Yeah, there's a bowl on the stove. Go get the bowl on the stove. Oh, I bypassed it. I left the chips out, like I left the snack out, like you do a dog. I left it out for him, knowing he asked me.
He's a boy, though.
Yeah, probably not in the right color bowl was the problem.
It's such a boy thing.
Like it's laying there for me? If I put his name on it, he still wouldn't go to it.
It's a boy thing.
I'm glad I'm not the only one. But I do, like even messaging. I messaged people, not last night, but the night before, at like 9, 10 o'clock at night. I was multitasking. Aaron and I are addicted to watching Worst Cooks in America. It makes me feel so much better about my cooking. So much better. I'm like, oh my God, I never did that. Woo. So while we're watching that, because that's kind of mindless, I don't need to watch it, you know, have my full attention. So I'm able to message people. And I've been messaging people 2 different things, and I will post that up on the team page. One I got from Preeti. Preeti did it. So she had a picture of herself, and she has the text, "What are you waiting for?" ? Right? And that's what she said that she was sending people. And I gotta remember where the heck I put it. Too many notes now. I can't find it. Nope, not inviting. Well, shoot. And the other one I got from Julie. Julie's really great too. Here we go. Okay, so Preeti goes, "Hey, did you hear of this amazing program I'm doing? It's the answer to every woman's prayer. Shredding inches, toned abs, and firm butt. Would you like to know more?" That's it. So I send that, and then I send my picture. And I just sent my most favorite picture. Like she has a picture of her with like no shirt. So it's like her sports bra. And so it's showing like her abs. My abs don't show definition in any picture whatsoever, no matter how hard I'm like flexing. In person, you can see it, but on picture, you just can't. So I just picked my best picture that made me look like skinny, and I was happy. So that one, I kind of just went through. I either chose people, I pretty much chose people who liked my post, any of my posts for the last week. That was the message that I sent all of them. What's up? I don't know what's there. So probably not. I'm not going to spend a shit ton of money on salad. I could just make Okay. I just don't know what's there. Love you too. Sorry. Should I put the other one with? Oh, is it here? No. Here, yes. Okay. So, nope, that's not it. That's to a new follower. Shoot. So I have a quote, or not a quote, but a message that I send to people who liked my stories. And you can see you can see who actually likes your stories. Facebook stories. Well, you can see on your Instagram stories too, but let's just start with Facebook stories, right? So you touch your stories, and can you see where this little eye is on your stories?
Uh-huh.
So you see the eye, and then it gives you a list of all the people
Oh.
who liked it. And so you just tap their name, it goes to their page, and you click message.
That's cool.
So that's how you can actually see how many people, and I can't X out of it, how many people actually like that specific story. And so you literally just go through each of your stories, and you click the little eye, you see them, and you see people, and you message them. Instagram, I had to play around with this. Instagram, it's the same thing. Hold up.
I'll be right back.
On Instagram, when you hit your little person, you actually hit your picture. And then you see all the people. Can you see that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you can do the same thing.
But I didn't know. That's the part I didn't know.
So yeah, you hit your picture. And what's
There
easier is that you can scroll through on Instagram your stories. Oh shoot. Now I clicked on somebody.
Got it.
So then you can see the list of people, you can click on them, and then you can message them however you want. Now I just got to find that message because I really liked how she said it. Duh. Instagram invites. Don't you think that would have made sense, Kristen? I mean, I organize them. It makes sense why I can't think of it. So it goes, hey, how are you? I was scrolling through my old posts and noticed some love on a super old post for a challenge group I hosted. So you can change that. You can take it out or whatever. But I'm building a new group right now, kicking off on whatever date. And I would love to hold a spot for you. Is this something that you've considered? Right? Or you can say, hey, how are you? I just wanted to say thanks for showing some love and support on my posts and for following my journey. It means the world to have your support. Are you on a fitness journey yourself?
That's a good one.
Right? Or here's another one. I just wanted to say thanks for liking my posts and following my journey. It means the world to have your support. Just curious though, would you be interested in joining my upcoming fitness nutrition support group starting? Let me know if you'd like to hear more info, but please don't feel any pressure. And I think I have one more. Just got to edit this. And then this one. Couldn't help, or so hey, how are you? Couldn't help but see that you've been super supportive on my fitness and nutrition progress, and I feel like I should reach out and thank you. Are you on a fitness or growth journey yourself? I'm currently building my March Wellness support group, and I was wondering if this is something you'd consider.
Okay, and this is for Instagram stories. People who like Instagram stories?
Yeah, so any stories, Facebook or Instagram.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And those are going up on the team page?
Yep.
Okay.
They will. And so that's pretty much how I've been messaging, is that I'm not messaging cold people. I'm not going through my friends list anymore right now. I mean, I might have to at some point, yeah, eventually. But by utilizing stories, I'm reaching different people and that normally wouldn't be liking my posts on my actual news feed. So that kind of helps in that if you've got 3 to 4 different messages that you can use interchangeably, and if you see them enough times, and if you use, obviously, some of them might be liking every single day, so each week you send them a different version of the same message. Not the same exact one, please don't do that. That's why we have 4 different options. Send them a different one each week. And, you know, after enough probing, you guys know it, especially the two of you. The two of you both took like a year of me talking to you to finally say yes.
Yeah,
So,
that's like the girl that signed up the other day.
yes. Mm-hmm. So
And I even called her out. Because she's like, I'm ready now. And I'm like, I don't know if you're ready. I see you posting, like, you go out to eat like 4 times a week. I don't think you're ready. And then I left it. That was at night, on Sunday night. And I just left it alone. And I never answered her back. And when I went the next morning, it was like, no, la 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 la. I mean, and I'm like, you know,
but that's the difference. It's because you don't come off like you need them. Like, I need
Yeah.
you. Oh my gosh. It's like,
but I threw her a curveball. I threw her a curveball and said, no, I don't think you're ready.
exactly.
You know, instead of begging her to say, she was, you know, say yes. And she's, and then I ordered her a 3-day refresh, and she took it off the order. She took it off, and I'm like, okay, well, I just want you to know your sugar cravings are going to be, you're going to have a harder time, but if you want to go through it the hard way, we'll do it your way.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm not playing with this one, you know, because I watch her Facebook. I don't think she's ready, but you better show me now, girl, because you just ordered. And I said, and I made her.
No more holding their hands and, you know,
But you
and
know what?
them.
I made her give me a 6-month commitment.
Awesome. Yeah.
With Shakeology.
Yeah.
Because this 1 month and fall off ain't gonna cut it.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not going to correct a lifetime of bad habits and crap.
In a month.
Not going to happen.
No.
Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah, I was a little crazy with this one, but I'm getting bolder. I'm getting bolder now.
Yes. Did you? I know Annette did this. Susan, have you had a chance to do?
I went looking for it last night and I couldn't find it. I have so many things I want to go back and do.
I know.
See, I started the paper, but then my cat tried to eat it this morning.
Nice. I know. I started writing it. I went ahead. I mean,
I want to go look at it. Where is it? I can't find it to go see the exercise, what she said.
I'll tag you in it. I'll tag you. It's in the new Fitspire Empire.
I was in there watching a live video, and she was talking about it, but then I went and tried finding it, and I couldn't find it.
Yeah, because she didn't label the post or the video as anything really.
Well, she said it was called How Do You Feel or something. And the picture was pink. Okay, I went to that, and it's just a picture with. It's
yeah,
a
that's just the picture, just the question.
Yeah. And I went looking thinking the link should be there, and there's nothing.
No, there's no link in there. I'm scrolling right now to find it.
Thank you, because I want to do it. I loved your video on it. I loved your live.
You know what? I've never been bold like that, ever. I've never asked anybody to be a coach, ever, right off the bat. But this lady, really, I have to say it was that exercise, because I would have just said, oh, this is Shakeology, and this is what I do, and walk away, because those kind of people intimidate me. But she stayed there 20 minutes, and I gave her a performance book. I mean, I was pulling out. I just was, whoa.
I think that's awesome.
And I had to go on because I even told her, you would be the perfect one, and you would make a lot of money. And I don't ever do that, because I don't think I make a lot of money. So how could I tell somebody they could make a lot of money?
That's how I feel.
But you know what? We are going to make money. If we don't make other people, let them know that they're going to make money, we'll never make money, because we're afraid of it. That's what that lesson taught me.
Well, that's why I want to do it.
Yeah.
Well, it was really good. There's 2 videos. There's one where she kind of talks a lot, 30 minutes, and it took over for a team call. But she eventually does, where it's just a mind dump of all the goals that you want, just anything, whether you think it's realistic or unrealistic, just the goals that you want.
Yeah, I was watching that.
All that stuff. And then talking about needing to write your own vision statement and in the present tense of where you will be at the end of 2018. So kind of like, I am a 2019 elite coach. I am a 5-star diamond. I make $2,000 a week. I am credit card, debt free. Those kinds of things. But then you have everything that you want to have, where be able to have a savings account, be able to, go on a vacation, pay cash, just writing everything down. Because then from there, you're able to then use the 4 categories: your feels, the skills, the actions, and the belief. And then she did.
One of mine.
What?
One of mine was, I don't want to say anymore, I don't have money to go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to rob Peter to pay Paul to go to Summit anymore.
Yes.
I want enough money to go and have a good time and not even think about what I'm spending.
Mm-hmm.
Because the past 2 years, that's what I've done. And then I feel guilty.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know what made me even listen to it. But man, it was just my time. That's what I needed to hear, I think.
I agree.
Because any other time I would have said, oh, she's full. Damn it. Any other time I would have been in my head and been thinking, yeah, whatever.
But again, just like with us and everybody else, sometimes it was just that right time, it was the right season for you, or you just had to hear it for the 100th time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's no right or wrong. There's no like, oh, I should have done this, forever ago. I should have done this 2 years ago.
No.
There's no pressure. It's just, okay, you got the message now. So now you're going to move forward. And now like how you want to feel. Like, I loved how she talked about, like, how do you want to feel when you wake up? Or how do you want to feel at the end of the day, reflecting back, on your day and your life and how you ran your business. But then also, she talks about, the acting as if. So even though you can't say maybe right now that like you can make a lot of money, other people who are making more money. So that it's possible.
Yes.
You don't have to always think of it in that way. You can also think of when you're writing down the skills that you have, that's what you can talk about. The skills that maybe you have skills now, like I know Annette does. Annette is like tech savvy now compared to how she was before. Right?
Yeah, and I don't even have to use, now I don't have to look up every hard word to spell it because it's in here now. Mm-hmm. It's taught me a lot, really.
You have like, there are more skills than just like, marketing and graphics and this and that, right? That you guys have acquired just from becoming a coach. Like, I know Susan before, it's a skill that you can put down is that, and I would put it down even though it's not a traditional skill, but you are in your pictures now.
Yes.
You are taking really good pictures of yourself.
Yes.
Yourself. Right? Because you told me before you weren't in pictures, or when you were really uncomfortable, or you're trying to hide. Now you're taking pictures showing everybody your abs.
That's funny because my oldest son made that very comment like night before last. He said, one of the things that's different is you like to have your picture taken now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? That's a skill. It's more, it doesn't have to be like a skill like I can type X number of words per minute. It doesn't need to be like that, like what we're so ingrained on those kind of work skills that you have acquired. It's just anything I think as like a human being that makes you a really good coach. Those are skills that you can put down.
Okay.
I even I understand my back office because there was a time when I first started, I didn't know even about computers.
No.
I didn't even know how it worked. And now I just go in and I don't even have to think about it anymore. That's a skill this job is taught me.
So another thing, I'm glad you brought that up. Another thing I got from Preeti's call is that I'm not going to have like a Coach Basics group, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have like a group message, right? And we're not going to have like Kim was saying, I don't want these groups where it's like homework and you need to check off and show me that you did it. But corporate has training that we don't need to recreate to get our coaches off the ground and become working coaches and understand the back office, understand team cycle bonus, understand how to sign a coach now, you know? So we kind of need to cut the umbilical cord, you know, stop coddling them and really have them be proactive in learning this back office. I mean, that's what they're paying for. Their business fee is this back office. They should learn how to use it and what the hell it does.
Right.
So that's going to be the next thing is that whatever new coach that we have, I kind of want just this group message to be like a growing group message because I don't want to make it a separate group just yet. I kind of feel like if it's a group, another group, then it's just another one that either we forget about. It's like a burden. But if it's a quick message, it's so much easier, I know for myself, to either see it, quickly respond, or I don't have to like personally like this message or this training is just for these people. It's just I'm going to put it out there, and whoever wants to look at that, you know, look at that YouTube training, they look at the YouTube training. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to follow up and be like, did you check out that video? Did you do the homework? Did you do this? I didn't see that you posted your homework. I don't want to do that either. I mean, I'm not a teacher anymore, and there's a reason why. So I don't really want to go back to that. But to be at least one way that we either can communicate as a whole in one massive, you know, message to all the newbie coaches. And then as obviously as coaches become emeralds or whatever, we can take them out of that group message. So I don't know, what do you guys think about doing something like that?
I think that's easier.
Okay, that's what I thought, you know, where, and it doesn't need to be something that we do something on a weekly basis. It's kind of just an easier open form if they have a question, if they need help on something, or if we find a really great training, we just send the link and we just share it, you know, so it's a much faster response time if there are questions or if there are information that we want to share that's useful.
Hey, I got to log off now. I got to get my workout done.